Alright, we just got a package to come in. Let's see what it is. Oh. It's kind of a little hint, which of course it'll be in the thumbnail, so y'all already know what it is, but, or what it's for, I should say. Oh. I reckon I'm gonna go get some tools and I'll flash for that. Still got 4-wheeler, ain't giving up on that. I say, let's just take the whole thing. I don't have none of my actual tools here today. We're just gonna grab one and go with all. Alright, I'll be back on the next. Alright, so I bought a Grom. If you follow my Facebook group or if you're following my TikTok account, then you already know I've got this. I've had it for about, I guess, yesterday makes a week I've had it. So I went and bought it last Thursday, brand new. Let's see if you can tell. It's got 229 miles on it. That's how many miles I put it on this week. So I didn't know exactly what I was gonna do with this, but I think I figured it out. I'm gonna put an exhaust, an intake, programmer, get some different tires for it. I've got new mirrors coming in already. I've got the rear fender delete, and the mirrors should be in tomorrow. I got the exhaust in today, so I'm gonna do that in this video. But I think I'm gonna start moto vlogging. I got a helmet, got a new camera. I got a Cena for riding motorcycles and stuff. It's got the mic and the helmet and all that. So don't know when I'm gonna make a video riding yet. My buddy Jacob went and bought one with me, so there's 2 of us to ride. Now we just gotta get him a Cena, putting his helmet, that way you can hear both of us talking when we're riding. Of course, the C10 Pro, you can have up to 4 people talking, but I gotta get that set up and stuff like that. So that's the main plan. I got a RAM mount for it for the phone for doing directions. So I think what I'm gonna start out doing is we'll start it up, let you hear the factory exhaust, which is godly quiet. So here it is. Very quiet. Honestly, too quiet. This bike's really small to have a quiet exhaust being on the road. So I'd rather have something a little bit louder, because this ain't gonna cut it. So especially, I mean, for one, I already can't see you. 2, I can't hear you. So I'd like to be able to at least be one of them. And then I got the color green to match my Talon whenever I buy one, because it's the same color as the Talon, and this is the color I want my Talon to be. So I don't know when that's coming, but we got this to match it. And I think it'd be fun to make videos on this when, like, you can't go on rides or something like that. Then there'll be like a 2-week interval in between rides and uploading videos, so I can make videos on this and upload them in between. So still don't know dates for where we're going riding next, but we are going soon, hopefully at the end of this month. So I reckon I'll just show you exactly what it's going to take to get this exhaust off. It's actually very simple. So if you look right here, there's a bolt here, and you got this big old, pretty much like a silencer, but there's a bolt right in there. And you go to the dead other side, there's a bolt on that side, and then of course you got your 2 bolts from where it mounts to the head. That's got to come out also. So, and if I'm not mistaken, all 5 of them are 12 millimeter bolts. If I find any different, I'll come back and tell you different. So I'll come back once I got this off, or once I'm about to have it off. Once I get all the bolts out of it, I'll come back, set you up, and let you watch me actually pull it off the bike. And then we'll unbox the new exhaust. It's a cheap exhaust. It's the Amazon $80 exhaust, but I like the way it sounded, so I wasn't about to spend $600 on a Yoshi exhaust for this thing. So all right, So got the exhaust off, very simple. This one has a bolt with a nut on the back, so you're gonna need your 12mm socket, 12mm wrench. Put the wrench on the back side, just like so. Then take your socket and wrench it and just break it loose. Then you can take it off with your fingers and it'll come right out. I'm pretty sure you need to keep this bolt, which is the bolt that come out of right here, because if I'm not mistaken, you're gonna have to reuse it. So keep this, and then keep the 2 header nuts. These should no longer be in use. So I say, let's go over here, slap this joker down, get my pocket knife out if I can. Alright, I'm gonna sit y'all down, let y'all watch. Oh, while I cut this open. Your nice foam sheet, bracket, Ransoto sticker. Get your, I don't know if you see it very well. It's your header. I'm gonna leave it in the bubble wrap right this second. And then this should be the muffler. Don't see anything else in here, so. Back. Open this. Alright, let's see here. Take this piece of foam back out. Here's the clamp with your 2 springs. Sit right here. And here is the exhaust. Take this piece of foam off. I can't pull it out of the wrapper. Carbon fiber. Look, then you got your spark arrestor, which, quick hint, is coming out. We want no restriction, least amount of restriction as possible. Alright, so what I think we'll do, we'll go ahead and pull this header out. Sit like so. That there. That there. This here. And this is all the contents that come in the package. The clamp that goes over the exhaust to help mount it to the motorcycle. Your header. Your sticker. This is another clamp that goes from this up to the bike. Probably goes like this. I'm not too sure right a second without looking at it. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and kind of tighten put the header on and kind of just snug it up, and we'll do a start up with just the header only, just to see what that sounds like. So I reckon I'll just take y'all over here and just kind of let y'all watch. I mean, heck, it don't take but 2 seconds to bolt it up. It ain't nothing but 2 bolts. So I'll set y'all up just like so. Get this old hunk of junk out the way. It weighs about 20 pounds. This weighs about, I don't know, 2 pounds maybe, so much better, much better. We'll bolt this up here, get this rubber band off. Alright, it's on there. It's just, I mean, it's pretty tight. It's finger tight, so it'll still all come out of here. And from through the grapevine, I've heard that this thing will it'll shoot flames with just a header on this thing. From what I've seen, get this brick out of the way. That's a lot of weight right there. A whole lot of weight you're losing. So, all right, start up the header only. Oh, hit kill switch. Alright, I'm pretty sure I've seen a flame, but it's gonna be kind of hard to tell in daylight, so just trying not to get the exhaust too hot, being that I'm about to have to handle it. So I'm gonna go over here and get the clamps and all, and then I'll set y'all back up and we'll see what we can do to getting this thing put on there. I think the hardest part is going to be getting the spring on, so we'll see how that goes. I don't really have any good tools to actually put the springs on with, being that I don't have none of my tools, so we'll see how that goes, I reckon. So we're going to put, I believe this goes just like so. In here. That thing's inside out. I think it goes like this. And these wrap it. Oh yeah, don't forget to take the paper film off of the thing right there. This is how it goes. I watched the video and they just kind of was trying to hold it in there, but this looks a little more right to me. He's having a problem holding the gasket, the little rubber buffer pad is what I'm gonna call it. It just keeps the metal from scratching and keeps it from vibrating. But I'm pretty sure this is how it's supposed to go. They just kind of throw it in there in the packaging. I mean, it's a perfect fit, so it's what makes sense to me. A little common sense goes a long way. Which I say that and watch me be wrong. Yeah, that's definitely gotta be how it's supposed to go. I mean, other videos I've watched, they just put this flat side to the inside of this and then they clamp it on there and they have trouble holding it while trying to put the clamp on and all that. But if you do it like this, I mean, you won't have no problem holding it because it's already holding itself on via the little lips on it right here for holding itself on. So that's how I'm gonna do it. They don't really come with any instructions, so can't really say that it's right or wrong, quite frankly. So, alright, this is where the bolt that come out of the factory will kind of come into play. I don't even know if I can see it right now, but this is the hard part. Just trying to put the factory bolt back in, because you gotta put this through and squish this little metal thing right here, dude, jigger. You're not dropping the bolt or the nut like I just did. Sorry if the background noise is real loud. My neighbor's blowing the freaking road off. He picked a great time to do it. I would have done it in my shop, but it just poured down rain, so I really didn't want to get this thing wet while trying to work on it and get it muddy. Alright, got that mounted. I think we're just gonna kind of leave it loosely fitted right now because we gotta try to get these jiggers on here. how at this moment. I'm not quite sure. Well, there's two of them. You gotta do top and bottom. And once we get those on, I mean, we can tighten this down, tighten them 2 bolts down there, and it's on. So what this came for, don't ask me. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure at all, actually. Unless it goes like, nah, there ain't no way. Pointless is what it is. So I'm gonna go find something to get the springs on with, and then we'll get everything adjusted and start snugging stuff down. And then I'll get back with you and we'll do a startup with the spark arrestor in it, and then we'll take the spark arrestor out and do another startup. All right, got the springs on. Had to use the old China cheapos. Got the job done though. So this will be spring 1, spring 2. The bottom spring, I recommend, instead of like doing the top spring, you know, you'd put it up here and you'd pull it this way. The bottom one, I'd recommend putting it on this side and pulling it back first. I gotta realign the spring, get it up top somehow. I don't have any, just now noticed it's sitting out of its little groove. See if we can't take some pliers, and of course not with these freaking China cheapos. Golly. It's already doing it. There we go. Alright. Got it snapped in a little groove. So I think what I'm gonna do is tighten the header bolts first, and then I'll tighten this up according to that, because this can still move a little bit. So you don't want to get the header bolts too tight. You don't want to pull it out of the head. So I just get them tight, of course, and don't do just one side at a time. Do a couple wrenches on one side, on the other side, do a couple wrenches. Go back, do a couple wrenches. Alright, that's done. Now you just take, see if I can get y'all angled a little better. Wow, I'm struggling over here. Alright, just take a 12-inch wrench, or 12 millimeter wrench, put it on the back side, put the wrench on there. Alright, that's tight. So that's done, springs are done, header's done. So let's get a little startup going here. See what it sounds like. Take the kill switch off. Honestly, it sounds like a dirt bike when you eat with the spark arrestor in. It sounds pretty good, to be honest with you. I kinda dig it. Let's give it a couple rev bombs. I think what I'm gonna do is give y'all a couple of drive-bys with the spark arrestor in, and I'll do that, and then we'll come and take the spark arrestor out, and then we'll do a rev test with it, and then we'll do a couple drive-bys with the spark arrestor out. All right, now let's take the spark arrestor out of it. See what that it sounds like. Spark arrestor, pretty simple. It's just a little Allen key right in the bottom of the exhaust. Don't know what size just yet. Once I figure it out, I'll let you know. All right, it's 5mm for sure. Ow, Jesus, the brakes right. The rotor is anyway. Alright, Allen key out. Get some little China locks. Pull it right out. That's all it is. Now we'll do start up with no spark arrestor. Better. It's a little bit deeper somehow. It's a little bit deeper somehow. I mean, it doesn't have to go through all these little holes. Ow, Jesus. I knew it was hot. Yeah. Sounds a lot better. So I'll take you back up to the driveway and it's just a little bit loud. It's just a little bit. Alright, it's pretty loud. Pretty freaking loud, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna ride with it for just a little bit. I might go on one little ride this afternoon and just kind of see how I like it with the helmet on. And then I'll kind of make my mind up whether I'm gonna put spark arrestor back in or not. But I mean, I like it, you know. It's just I live in a neighborhood, so I don't really want to impede on my neighbors or aggravate them, but still, it's what I like, you know. So I'm gonna clean my mess up real quick, and I'll have another video on this thing coming tomorrow, which I probably won't upload it back to back, but I do have some more stuff coming in tomorrow to do a video on. So we'll do the mirrors and the tail light or the fender delete and get that video uploaded. But if y'all really want to see content on the Grom, let me know, and when I'm not riding four-wheelers, I'll definitely upload Grom content. I want to. It's fun. I love this little thing. Just a little bit of time that I've had it, I've had a ball on it. I mean, obviously in a week I've put 200 something miles on it, and that was only 2 days worth of riding. I mean, I was putting 100 miles on it a day, but it's also Friday for me, and I'm still working, so I'm gonna have to work through the weekend, and then I'll go back to work Monday too. So I'll be working full 11 days straight. So I hadn't really had much time to actually go on a true ride. Me and Jacob went on a ride one afternoon. That was about it. So kind of messed up my riding weekend, but it's all right. I'd rather make money anyway. So for the time being, I'd much rather make money. So we're got tools put up, exhaust is installed. Y'all like, subscribe, comment about the exhaust. You know, tell me what you think, and tell me if you want to see some videos on it, and we'll see what we can get going. I've got everything to make videos on it with, so if y'all want to see videos on it, I'll upload a video this week one day about it, or riding it maybe. If I get off at a decent time, you know, to upload a video on it, or go at least record a video. There's talks that we may be off Sunday, so I could go ride Sunday for a little bit, but I don't see it happening. I think we're gonna work all weekend. So just comment and let me know what y'all wanna see, and I'll see if I can't make it happen. All right, y'all, appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends. Let's blow this thing up. Thanks, y'all. Oh, and I hit 2,000 subs. That is a huge thank you. I was not expecting to hit 2,000 subs like this. It's pretty crazy. Also pretty cool. So the appreciation is major. So thank y'all. See y'all on the next one.